52, 52. 60, 60.
Right, well, I'm Chris Taylor, and I used to help with a place called Along with Sandra.
Yeah, Margaret Edmonds. I used to run a playgroup as well. I did it for, I'm going to say 30 years. Yes, 30 years.
Yes. I'm Iris Baker. I did the youth club with my husband, say 30 years ago, and I think I did it for about 20 years.
I'm Doug Baker. I used to be youth leader for 9 to 14 youth club to start off with.
My name is Walter Cook. The long live is 93, we're North Crescent. And I've been here approximately 28 to 29 years.
My name's Jill Wright.
And how long have you lived here?
I live in Millersdale Drive. I've been here about 35 years.
5 and 6, 56. 8 and 3. 9. 8 and 3.
Sorry.
I've always lived at the top. Where the road is now was a drive, and there was 2 houses and a big gate. And the gates, I used to go down with Grandad. All the cows in the field, we used to go down to get the eggs. And that was just like a sheer drop, but just fields.
I've lived on the estate for 51 years. So the estate was just growing as I came down here. There's no flats, no community centre, no church, no pubs, no shops.
Well, we were all young in those days. Lovely.
Tell you what they did with the school though.
We were all busy working.
That's right.
You see, so we were all young couples, weren't we? Most of the people that came on were young
We'd all got
couples,
children.
and then we started to have our children. So we had work, and then we had our families. But when we saw all the high-rise flats coming up, we realised children hadn't anywhere to play.
Yeah.
So a few mums got together and we formed the playgroup. We went to education, and then the social services came to see us. We went all through that, training and what have you. And we were in the church. It just grew.
It was friendly, community went to
yes. And we had waiting lists. We did 3 mornings a week. Then we had to do afternoons. Then it come to full time, didn't it?
It was busy.
And it was busy. And I mean, it was 30. I think we started off with 25 children, and we had to have it raised up to 30.
It was really, really nice where we were. There were swings for the children, nice areas. And was saying, but down there, down that end, right, there was none of the Haywards Farm Estate. It was all fields, and it was absolutely beautiful there.
We got used to all the neighbourhood, and then they started building houses in Codsmore Close. People bought their own pieces of land, and they built their own houses, and they were really lovely houses, executive houses. Those were lovely.
Mountain Men, number 10.
What do you say that is? Mountain Men.
Nagging wives, all the 5s, 55.
Well, we used to build things, and I don't know, we just used to go on picnics down there because it was safe in those days. We'd be gone all day, just running around the fields, ticking, sitting in the fields, just playing. You know, it was safe.
On the one side, wasn't there a tennis court? Back of the Charlemont Avenue.
There was actually, I think,
Tennis
if I
court
remember
there, wasn't
rightly,
there?
yeah. I mean, at one point, which I think now is pretty silly, there was bricks, and we actually built ourselves like a little hut. And then it collapsed on us.
A what?
But we used to, I mean, the trees, the trees, we used to just put a rope up, and that was our swing. But everybody played, and it was safe.
A lot of people down here used to go walks, and still do walks. You can cut across the Newton Garden there, you're in the Seminole Valley, you see. So we have got a nice facility there as well. I do know 2 men, I think they've passed on now. Every Sunday you could see them walk along the canal. And they used to walk up to Walsall and go around the Arboretum way, and all round Walton and that way, and then in the afternoon you'd see them coming back down the Sutton Coldfield Road, so God knows how far they used to walk, and they used to walk about, miles and miles and miles.
They called it, there was a little bridge around the corner, and that was a navigation bridge over the canal. And then just through the bridge was the little pub called the Navigation Inn. And we used to go round in the summer and sit in the garden with the children, have a walk along the canal, and you can walk along to as far as Great Bar.
5 and 9, the Brighton Road. Thank you, Chuppy.
Yeah.
This is just like we did a carnival day and dressed up, and we even had the carnival queen. That's Sandra,
Yeah.
Leslie, and I think that was Julie. She was the queen.
Joanne.
Oh, we had floats and everything.
To this procession. That's Eileen, who was our warden. Lovely lady. Some of the children dressed up on the field. And he was the Mr. Youth. Oh, the girls all swooned with him.
This is sort of in the kitchenette. That's actually my mum, which I'm really pleased to see.
Just future carnival queens and princesses. Especially Miss Youth Club. I can't remember names, this is the trouble. We had so many, and these are more of the bikers like, and the carnival, that was the same.
And then at Christmas we used to have a New Year's Eve party, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, and did we have
Tell me
some
about
fun?
that. What happened
Bring
at the
your own
New Year's?
booze. As you will see from, we've had some, we never had any trouble.
Yeah.
Never had any trouble, did we?
No trouble.
No trouble at all. We used to bring our, no we didn't bring our own food then, did we?
No, we did the
We used to do the food, we used to stand all day and plate it. We used to sell the tickets. I bet we had 100 and whatever.
Oh, yes.
We used to have a DJ. Dancing the night away.
Although was there during the war, for the Polish refugees.
As I say, we brought our own drink and
They got some money.
we had some really good nights.
Volunteers.
We had an awful lot of people that used to come as
Then it
well.
became a community centre in 1950.
The same people came every year for years.
2 and 6 half a crown 26. 6 and 1 61.
We was involved with users committee, management committee, farm provider, chairman of users committee, vice chairman of management committee for the time, treasurer for committees, and all different.
Yeah. So they had a representative from each group onto the users committee, so they could voice their opinions and say what they wanted, and we were always in agreement. 2 sets of old-time dancing, over 60s club, WRVS, youth club, playgroup.
You did that?
It's got to be 38, it's got to be 37 years. Sam Albers 10.
Yes.
See, we all
He
pulled
was the
together,
first
don't we?
yes. Yeah.
We all pulled together in these things.
The community centre came down and after all people come in off the committee, I think the interest went. And there was nobody there to push people into being on a committee. They expected us to do it. But obviously when we get to a point of saying, I've had enough, there was nobody else to come in and say, well, I'll take it on. And that's how it seemed to have gone. I think the community centre went down and down and down.
There was more sense of community then than there is now. You could fall in that kind of loving people and push you under, you know, and that's what it feels like. Nobody's interested. I mean, I live in a block of flats and I can't tell you half my neighbours. My idea is a better community centre is get people together.
We do still see each other occasionally, and I mean we've seen each other and gone to church, haven't we? I bump into Iris and Doug quite a lot in the town, but because there isn't anything really, is there? As such. When the grandchildren were at school, play school up there, then we did sort of meet each other again with the next generation, if you like, didn't we?
Yes.
But then they've grown up again now, so we're the older generation now.
We're the geriatric.
I don't know where the years have gone actually, but just sitting around this table, it feels like yesterday to me.
Yes.
It's a lovely community, really, really. I've found this club, and they're the most wonderful people you could ever wish to meet. They're such good friends. We're a happy little crowd. There aren't many of us, but we're a happy crowd, and I love them all to bits.
6, sweet 16. The young ones, 6 and 5, 65.
Oh, don't make me laugh, you know, I've still got hot stitches.
Okay. Just now out on there.
1, 2.